guys. Today we have a manager. You can see from the settings we have a manager. Bray Umami Juice. My manager is Bray Umami Juice. Cheers, guys. What's good, guys? I hope all is well. You're welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, you're welcome. I hope you stick and stay. Kindly hit the subscribe button. If you are not new here, thanks for tuning into my channel today. As you can tell from the title of today's video, it's a story time about how dangerous some taxi drivers are in this Accra here. Guys, things are happening in Accra here. Let's be guided. It's scary out there, but we outside regardless. Before we get into the story, get you a glass of cold juice, wine, whatever that you prefer. Sit back and enjoy my video as I walk you through my experience with some scary drivers in Accra here. As you can see, I already have my glass of cold juice here. Cheers to you guys. Let's get right into the video. Anija. Cheers. First food will be food, second food will be food, but third food, now you be the food. This thing happened to me twice, but the second time wasn't a success. It's a scary one, so it wasn't a success. I was very vigilant, guys. Let me get into the story. So I had resumed work one Friday after lockdown. I had to check out some things at the office before I resumed properly on the next Monday. So I made up my mind to get some stuff from the market. Like I wanted to get cosmetics and a few things. After checking everything I wanted to check from the office, this is where it gets interesting. Give me your full attention. I left the office and I met this taxi driver, and then he asked me for time for his reasons I don't know. And as a good person and the kindest person that I was, I told him the time, but actually I think he wanted to know the kind of phone I was holding. Honestly, I don't know his reasons, but I'm saying from what I think. So when he asked me for the time, I told him, and then he asked me where I was headed. And I told him where I was headed, that was Accra Central. And then he said, oh, he's heading towards Circle, but then he can drop me halfway. And I said, okay, let's do this. I hopped into his car. I sat at the passenger seat in front. And as we were talking, as I was in the car, he was being all nice and said, oh, I'm a nice person. I smiled and said thank you, and we were talking. So it got to where I wanted to alight. And then you see, he wasn't going my direction, so he would definitely drop me halfway. Let me put my phone down. When we got to where he was dropping me off, he told me his car's door was locked and that it was a problem he was facing. So if I had a pen in my bag, a pen or a key. He first asked for a pen. If I had a pen in my bag, I should take the pen and then try to adjust something. I don't know what he wanted me to do, but it was all lies, because if you know about cars, you know there's nothing a pen can do to open the door. So I wasn't so smart, and I decided, okay, I definitely had a pen. I took my pen, and as I was focused on the door as he instructed me to, I had my bag on like this. This is him and this is me. So I had my bag on like this. My bag didn't have a zipper. It was like a clip. It didn't have a zip. So I had clipped it on. I can't remember if I had clipped it or not. So as I was focused on the door, I was holding two phones then. So as I was focused, I had my personal phone in the bag and I was holding my office phone with me. Like I still held on to my office phone. I don't know, I didn't even know he wanted to take anything from my bag. As I was focused, he also picked my phone from my bag. I had my bag on all the time, so I didn't think too much about it. After the door opened and I got down, I thanked him and then I got down because there was no payment that needed to be made. I got down. When I got down, that was when I decided to take my phone, my personal phone, to chat. When I checked my bag, there was nothing in my bag. Then I started wondering, like I became so shocked, and then that was when everything started adding up. A lady had already told me about that thing before, so I was like, oh yeah, this was a pen issue. Like this was a pen theft scenario that just happened to me, and I didn't think about it the whole time. So I was so hurt because like I had 50 cedis. I budgeted to spend 100 cedis that day, to spend 50 cedis, but I was holding 100 cedis. I had 50 cedis at the back of my phone like this. So I thought about the phone and I was like, he's taking my phone and he's taking my money too on top. Guys, so I was so sad about it, but I don't know. As I was going, I kept looking back because I was sad about it. I felt like I don't even need to go to Accra to get the stuff again, but I know I needed to buy the stuff, but I was so hurt that I felt I didn't need to go and get the stuff. And as I was going, a taxi came to pass by me again, and then he passed by me and went to turn to use the next lane. When he was using the next lane, he stopped and then blew the horn at me, Pepe. So I turned and I saw it was the same guy. And he said I left my phone in the car. Guys, honestly, what intervened between him and his God or me and my God, I don't know. All I know is that that day he brought my phone to me, and I know very well that my phone didn't fall in the car because I know it was in my bag. Like, I know that for sure that it was in my bag. I know it didn't fall in the car, that he would say it fell down and then he traced me and brought it. I even felt like if he saw the money in the phone, he would have taken the money and brought me my phone. When he gave me the phone now, I opened the bag to see if the money was there. I was like, okay, now I got everything intact. I kept thanking God and all of that. When I go home, I told my mom and she was like I should be very careful. And my dad is like the type that it's hard to believe some things. He was like, the man didn't steal the phone. If he stole the phone, he wouldn't have brought it back and all that. I was like, okay, what I wanted was my phone, and now I have my phone. So on to the next one. The second one is like the very scary one. So me, first food not be full, but me, I didn't want to be paid again the second time. The second time was the same stretch. This time around, I had advanced big time. I was using a much advanced iPhone now, in the same scenario again, the same stretch, but this one a different direction. This time around, I was going home from work. The first time I was going to Accra to get stuff. So this taxi driver stopped me. Taxi drivers will always, no matter what you do, they will blow the horn at you and ask you, oh, call, maybe Accra, maybe here. And inside Ridge, the only car you get to wherever you want to go is a taxi. It's a taxi. So when this taxi driver told me, I told him, oh, make a circle. I'm going to circle. He was like, he wouldn't get to circle, but he can drop me off somewhere so I can take it in a circle car. This one is sort of left. Like this one, I mean, like I wanted a car to go home, but then he said he would drop me off somewhere. So I was like, okay, cool. It will save me some time. I hopped into this man's car, and the thing, he also asked me for time. Like, that's what they do. I feel that's what they do. He asked me for time. This man was holding a young phone, and his time was set, let's say 5 hours ahead. Even if it was just exactly 5 hours ahead, I felt he's supposed to know, but not everyone can be smart. He asked me for time, and I took my phone out and then told him the time, and I put it back in my bag. So this man, as we were going, he deliberately decided to talk on phone as if he had received a call. He was talking to someone. He made it look like he was going to pick someone from the Ridge roundabout. So I was like, okay, cool. When we were just going, he decided to talk and said, oh, I'll be there soon by entry. Metro what is here, may Kevin Amapa. So he was like, oh, the person is waiting for him. So instead of he taking me to the roundabout, he wouldn't take me there, so I should alight at a certain bus stop. I was like, cool, it's still the same thing for me. As I was getting down, he also pulled the same story. Oh, door not case, oh, a pen. The door is locked from inside or from outside, something like that. But do you have a pen in your bag or a key or any sharp objects? And I was like, oh yeah, I have a pen. Oh, this bag too didn't have a zip, but then it had a clip, like it's a cover on. It will just fall on like this. So if you are opening, you have to breathe for that one out more. So after I opened my bag, he was like, hey, fashe, I should fix it there. And I was like, okay, I was doing, but I was wondering, like, what exactly is here that he wants me to? Because I don't know what he's talking about. He just wants me to be distracted from what he's doing. That's all I think he wanted to do. So as he was, this one, when I opened my bag, then he immediately told me to forget about the bag and try opening the door because someone is waiting for him. So he would love it if I hurry up for him. And I was like, okay, report it. Do you have that kind of bag? Like, so guys, I had to get a similar bag to help you get a very clear picture of what I'm saying. So as I was focused on trying to get the door open, so when I opened the bag to take the pen, I still have to close it like this, right? So as I opened the bag to take the pen, the guy said, oh, fashion, like fix it and then try to open the door. So as I'm fixing it, the bag was still on me like this. It was like this on me, and I'm fixing it. So my eye, I'm facing this side. So the corner of my eyes felt he was doing something. And then I was still doing, I wanted to see what he was doing. My damn self, I didn't even ask him then, I was inside on bag or anything. I was still focused and I was looking at him. I'm even shocked why he didn't see that I've seen him. So I was still focused and I was looking at him. I wanted to have a story to tell, because if he tells me I'm lying, it would worry me. But as I was focused on the door trying to open, because Oga Madam says he's in a hurry, so I have to hurry up and leave his car for him. I felt movement, so I became conscious and then I was cautious about what he was doing. So I said, oh, let me just close my bag. And he said, oh, I should hurry up. The person is waiting for him. He has to go. And I said, okay. I said, okay, I said, okay. So I turned my back towards me like this. And he said, oh, the pen isn't doing. Do I have a key? He wants me to open again. And I was like, let me check. Me with my full self, I'll say no everything. I was like, let me check. And then I said, hey, but you have gum in your bag. I was like, let me check. So when I opened again, then I felt, take the napkin from me, big. Then I felt he had a very big duster in, guys. So he covered, you see, every driver in Ghana, he has it. Like every commercial driver has that thing. He had a duster in his hand, like a napkin, towel kind of napkin. He covered his hand like this. Oh, let me give them a proper experience. Give me the thing. Give me with it. He took it like this and then covered his hand. He had, everyone has two hands. So he covered one and then he was pretending to be helping with one. And then his hand is in my bag like this. His hand is in the bag. I clearly saw him, but I was looking at him. Like I was looking at him and I was looking at what I was doing, because if he decides to insult me or drive me into a truck, what will I do? So I was just looking at him and I was like, it's not doing. Then he should pass down and come and open for me if he wants me to be the one to open, since he's in a hurry. His hand was in my bag. Now Pana starts to go. He started getting angry because he feels like whatever he's doing is not a success. And I was like, oh, let me close my bag. So when I said, let me close my bag, he quickly removed his hand and he was like, let me come. As in, he's going to get down and try to open for me. And I was like, okay, that's better. And he said, why am I not doing, like, how is it that I'm not getting it? Why am I, he was still angry. He was angry because Opana is not succeeding. Because me need that Opana share. He wants to come and steal his phone. And the phone, when it gets me, so who buy a game for me? Guys, let me drink some juice. So then he opened from his side, because he's the one that has locked this, nothing. He opened from his side and he said, it is now working, I can get down. I should hurry up now, I'm slow too much. Somebody is waiting for him. He's bored though. What did I do that I'm slow? Like, why are you getting angry at me? What happened? So guys, this was the second time. If it really happens to me, I'd have really cried, but thankfully it didn't happen. Be very careful out there, honestly guys. Be very careful. They are always lying. When they tell you there's something wrong with their door, it's always a lie. If they tell you, even if you are not paying, you have the right, tell him to come down and come and open for you. Or better still, you can, there are people passing, let someone do it. Make sure you don't leave your bag open with them. Like open with them in the car or with them, anything at all, honestly. If anything, you can even hold your phone. That way you know when you're getting down and you're not with your phone, you remember you're not with your phone. But if it's in your bag, you definitely want to get down before you take it out. The moment you get down, you will speed off. You can't do anything. Like whatever you do, he's gone. You can ask someone to follow him, but it would be too late by then. So guys, I hope you enjoyed my story. Thank you for listening to me, and please be vigilant out there, honestly. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know if anything like this has happened to any of you, but please make sure it doesn't happen to you if it hasn't. So guys,